Hey, what's going on? It's Joey from the Hitting Performance Lab. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nicky? Hey, so let's check out your swing here. I'm going to put it on a loop, one of your swings, and put it in slow motion. I know you probably haven't seen this before, so this is pretty cool. This is probably one of your better swings that you took. So I know this is something that I never got to do, never got to see when I was your age, but just kind of checking it out and seeing what you're doing. Go one more and then we'll start to talk about your swing, where it's at and where we're going to take it. Okay, launch that one, man. Good job. So we'll start over. Alright. So with our setup, I know we talked about that's what you're going to be working on this week along with your exercises that I sent earlier. So your setup was pretty good. I just wanted you to make sure we practice our three-step setup. So put it in the back foot first, taking the front foot out so you can look at coach, pick up any signs that may need to be relayed, looking at your third baseman, maybe your outfield, just kind of gathering some information before you step into the box. Then what I thought one of the steps that we needed to work on was our distance from the plate. So taking this bat in our front hand, placing it on the end of the bat on the inside part of the plate, and then the knob on the middle of the thigh. And that's how we're going to know how far away from the plate we need to be. In this video we are way up on the plate and we have a longer bat, so we should back off a little bit. So use that test to know how far away we are from the plate. And the last thing was our hand setup. And our hands here in the video I really like. Really good setup. And the grip that we talked about, I want you to start working on making sure that you place the handle of the bat at the base of your fingers, so where your fingers stop and the meat of your hand meet. So put in the handle, getting in the habit of putting the handle right there as we put our fingers around the bat or hand around the bat. Get used to that, because as your hands get bigger, you're not going to be a door knocking knuckle guy anymore. It just depends on where the bat lays, there where the fingers meet the meat of the hand. That's where I want you to get used to putting the bat. It's going to put you in a better position. You're stronger. We did the hand grip test, and you're much stronger when the handle is in that area. So with the setup there, make sure you're working on that. Any of the stuff we talk about after like right now and on, I don't want you to work on. We're going to work on it when we're together. Not everything at once, but just we're going to take one thing at a time. First thing I want to look at is your vision. Now I want to see where your eyes are at contact. Now when that front heel hits down, your stride heel, okay, as it's hovering over the ground, then it strikes the ground. What I like to do is put a oval around your head. And we want to see that head at this point not move anywhere. So not move forward, up, down, to the side. So you do pretty darn good of that. It's really good, man. A lot of kids your age, their head travels forward or down or up or back or just weird stuff. That head stays right in that little bubble there. However, let me erase that. The challenge that we see is at contact, which is almost like right between this frame and this frame. Okay, this frame right here, you've already hit the ball and the ball's taken off. Okay, even in this frame where we should be getting ready for contact, look at where your eyes are. Way out here. Okay, and they don't even move from this frame to this frame. So what's happening is you're looking out here and only seeing contact out of the corner of your eye. Now I always talk about this is what we're going to work on next time we meet. So I don't want you to work on this on your own, because I want to be there and make sure you're doing it right. But what we're going to do is we're going to get your nose, and we're going to take your nose and put it behind the barrel. So at this point your nose should be right here. See how far out in front your eyes are? We're not seeing the ball with both eyes. We're seeing it out of the corner of one eye, our right eye. And I always ask my hitters, would you play video games out of the corner of your right eye, or would you play video games with your both eyes facing the screen? And obviously both eyes facing the screen, right? So it's the same thing when we hit. We want to have our nose behind the barrel, and that's the cue you're going to hear me use a lot next time we meet. So vision is definitely something we're going to work on next time. That's going to be our next meeting. Hey, there's some good stuff here that I really like we're going to be able to work with, Nikki, that you're doing right. One thing, and Gabe will tell you this, is that you're falling forward. Very natural, relaxed fall. Hey, it's not quite as far as I want, that we'll get to, but you're ahead of the game already. Most kids tend to sit back on this back leg and kind of just reach out with this front foot. You're actually letting your weight fall forward. So that's really good. I like that. And we're going to use that to our advantage after we practice our vision and we get good at getting our nose behind the barrel, and along with our setup at the plate that we talked about last time. Once we have those mastered, those two sections of the swing mastered, then we're going to work on your footwork. And you've already got part of it out of the way. We'll just get this foot a little farther out in front to get you a little bit more momentum. But you're doing almost what Gabe was doing with his barrel. You kind of see this barrel will kind of loop around, poop around. Okay, and it's not a very strong position there. We want to keep that barrel a little closer to our head. But there's just there's a combination of things that are happening that your body is compensating or doing something different than it really needs to do to get there. And Gabe was doing that first, and then we got rid of that. We erased that. Okay, so and that's what's causing you. That is causing you to, we call this arm barring, where your front arm gets really stiff and brings the bat out and slows your barrel down. So we're definitely going to fix that in the future meeting. But we're arm barring a little bit, slowing the barrel down, and we're not really rotating on a closer with our arms closer to our body. Which, when you look at a figure skater, when she tries to spin in a circle with her arms out, she's slower versus with her arms in. So we need to do the same. We need to make sure our arms are nice and close to our body. Not super close, but close to make it effective for our swing. So that's kind of slowing our barrel down. And this one you rocked, we're just going to get more consistent with rocking the ball, and you're really going to feel it. It's going to be a major difference when we really start moving well. And other than that, I know your folks mentioned that you're not turning your hips, or you're not getting through. This ball, and most of the swings you took on this day, you did pretty good. You got your hips through, at least the swings I got on video. So we got this little position here. So we'll look out for that, but that's later on. We'll work on that. But other than that, man, looks good. We're just keep rocking the foundational stuff, the three steps that we talked about. Do your exercises. If you got any questions on that, let me know. But other than that, I'm looking forward to our next meeting, brother. And keep up the hard work. That's how you're going to get ahead. All right, Nikki. See you later.